Yeah, so those are our defenses. Just to mention here, our amulet is I have anoint 12% increased block chance. This gives me like 6 or 5% extra block. It's decent, nothing crazy. It's decent. It was very cheap, so I anointed. I didn't want to spend a lot on anointment, but man, this amulet is very good. You can see. Sorry, I invested I don't know 100 and something exalts in this. This is very decent amulet. 3-0 minions. This is something that helps. Yeah, probably I should have said for your survivability. Of your minion survivability and your minions damage levels are important everywhere, right? You can have levels on your scepter, tiara, crown, and amulet. Use those. You should always have levels. You may not have 4. You may have 3 levels. Depends on your budget, right? You may not have. Actually, 2 is very easy to get for helm. It's just you may not have that good helm. This is, I don't know, this is like 30 divine helm or 50 divine helm, something like this, even more probably. But yeah, it's very good. At least it was, I don't know, maybe someone found another way to craft those. Yeah, this is a very decent amulet, gives you increased max life, very, very good row. Energy shield, flat energy shield, very good chaos resistance, and level of all minions 3 is the max. At least I believe it's the max. So yeah, use those, always those. The rest of your gear is something very, at least I advise you. Depends on what exact build you're following, whether it's CI, maybe very hard energy shield focused. I prefer to, as I mentioned, to scale my HP. This gives you more spirit and afterwards energy shield. Of course, if you focus on bases, that gives you only energy shield. Yeah, you have more energy shield. But the chaos damage, if you're not CI, goes through the energy shield like butter. And the chaos damage is, although it will be nerfed by GGG, they already mentioned that the chaos damage goes through your energy shield like butter. So it's very dangerous to rely only on the energy shield. Yeah, so, and CI, the CI builds generally do not have the mana defensive layer and this HP defensive layer. Yeah, nice. 11,000 energy shield. At least I don't. When you are hit by something and there are many dots in the game, your energy shield, if you don't have much investment in faster start of energy shield recharge, like this here, yeah, you have. I don't think that you have very good time. It's again, this is my opinion. This is very subjective. It's very early. We cannot say for sure what's the best approach. This is what works best for me. So please take this with a grain of salt. This is what I built and what I liked. For the minions, Skeletal Arsonists, at the moment, they're not the best because of the shotgunning, like many said. At least in my opinion, they're the best because of their range. Their range is crazy. And because the minion AI is so bad in this game, if you see the skeletal mages, I tried using them. They're doing more damage than the Arsonists. However, their range is so low that it's like they are almost melee. And when they're stuck on the door and you see like 2 of your skeletons firing while the others are just staying there, oh man, the feeling is horrible. So yeah, don't. At least until we are given convocation. I really hope convocation comes, right? So you can teleport your minions with one button to you. Until we are given that, Arsonists will be the best minion. There's no question about it, and this is only because of their range. Everything else is just so bad in terms of AI that it's just horrible. So don't at the moment, although those frost mages are doing much more damage than the Arsonists, they have very high crit chance. You can see here their crit chance, because I don't have summoned to mage, so yeah, 24%. This is the base. Then you're adding with the Eye of Winter critical exposure. You're adding almost 35% crit chance base. This is insane, right? This is very crazy. And actually, I lied to you. You're actually increasing the base. So this is 24, which is doubled. The base should be around 10 or 12. Then you're adding the Eye of Winter crit to the base, and then you have approximately 40 something percent crit chance. This is insane, and their damage is higher. Than the Arsonists. However, as I told you, they're horrible to work with. They're not very efficient. So yeah, just use the Arsonists for the moment until we have convocation. I'm sure that it will come, because the AI is very bad of the minions. So yeah, the build is insane. The build is very good. If you have any questions, I'll go through the leveling very quickly. But if you have any other questions, just post them in the comments. Ask me anything you want, right? It's fine. This is my first video. I have some experience talking to public, but yeah, definitely give me some feedback. It will help me. I will be listening, believe me. And I'll answer all of your questions.